If you wanna get with me, there's some things you gotta know. I like my beats fast and my bass down low.
It's the Cataract.
Bass down low. Bass down low. I like my beats fast and my bass down low.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Palm Springs Edge TV, the show to watch in the desert for all your Coachella Valley entertainment, music, and more. I'm your host, Stella Gian, and this week our focus is on fashion and music. In this exciting episode of Edge, we check out El Paseo Fashion Week, a very sexy desert event that this year drew Project Runway's Michael Costello, Mondo Guerra, and Christopher Collins. The Philippines' Oliver Tolentino also made a memorable appearance Saturday night, proving that high fashion couture wasn't just stylish and sexy, but environmentally friendly as well. Later on in the show, we head over to the Riviera, where we catch up with pop artists Dev and the Cataracts, where they fill us in on what it's like to take the music world literally by storm, and how their popular hits, like a G6 and Bass Down Low, came to claim over 13 million YouTube hits worldwide. So stay tuned for all that and more as Edge brings you all the latest from the desert, from music and entertainment to fashion, nightlife, and more.
Where did you come from to see this show tonight?
Canada.
Canada, all the way from Canada. Who are you a fan of?
Michael Costello.
Hi, how are you guys tonight?
Good, how are you doing?
Good, thank you. Are you guys local?
Yeah, we're locals. We have a local interior design firm, and we did all the decor for the after party for the Project Runway show.
We like Mondo, and we really like Michael.
Oh, everybody really likes
He's a
Michael.
nice guy.
He's a nice guy, absolutely.
He's a nice guy.
You're obviously a fan of Project Runway.
Oh, from the first
From
series.
day one.
Day one.
Awesome. So tell me, what are you expecting to see tonight?
I have no idea. I'm open to the possibilities.
Awesome.
Be surprised.
Great evening gowns. That's what I think he does. Yeah,
Who, Michael Costello or Mondo?
Costello.
Okay, great.
Just some freaky good stuff.
Freaky good stuff. Okay, fantastic. Vicky, you look so beautiful. Thank you. Nice to see you. Who is your favorite designer tonight?
Costello.
Why do you like Michael versus Mondo?
Been designing for me for 2 years before Project
has?
Runway. Yeah,
Oh, I
so
didn't
I've
know
known him
that.
from the best, yeah.
Fantastic.
Very dear friend of mine. So
Very different. Okay, well, it's so great to see you.
you too. Take Goodbye.
Hey, sisters? Yes.
Mom.
Mom. Ooh, Mom looks good.
I'm from Palm Springs, so Michael's my favorite, but Mondo is really close as my second favorite.
I've been to some of these events. Michael took me to New York Fashion Week, but I think this is just as good.
Really? You compare it, and it's just as good.
This is just as good as New York Fashion Week. It's big, it's packed, plus I know everybody here.
Yeah, and so what are you doing here?
I'm a friend of Michael Costello's,
Okay.
plus I'm a supporter of Palm Springs Life, plus the after party benefits Desert Cancer Foundation, so there are so many reasons to be here. Plus, this is the place to be.
I like Mondo's style. He's got a little bit of a different twist on things.
Well, it's inspiring to see someone local like Michael doing so well. He's phenomenal.
The show, everything that you anticipated.
You bet. What a great evening. We're so excited.
Who's your favorite designer tonight?
Oh my gosh, of course, Michael Costello.
Why?
I'm going to support Michael.
Oh, fantastic.
My daughter's going to be walking the runway for him tonight.
Is she?
Yeah, Alexa.
How exciting.
She's my baby. She's 18.
We know. We watched the show.
She's my little baby. This
Your little baby.
Yeah.
You look fantastic. Now I heard that you're walking with Michael Costello tonight.
I am. Super exciting. I'm walking with him tonight, and right now I'm showcasing jewelry by Angela Romeo.
Now show us what you got. What is it?
This is actually brothel tokens and bullets. So something every girl wants to wear around their neck.
Actually, it makes us really cool if we were to wear that, right?
Right?
And it's going with the dress.
It is, isn't it?
Looking forward to seeing the runway, all the fashion. There's already some great people walking around.
I like to see all these young guys having a chance to show their thing. It's fun.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who's your favorite designer tonight?
Michael Costello. Michael Costello.
All three of you think Michael. Why? What is it that you love about Michael's designing?
He's so talented and he gets it. He's visionary. And
and he just knows a woman's body, and he just makes her look even more gorgeous than she already is.
Michael Costello.
Michael.
Michael's getting
And Christopher Collins.
So tell me why you like Mondo versus Michael.
I think he was just more creative. And then at the Academy Awards, he was one of the spokespersons, and he did a great job. Everybody that came through, everything he said was very insightful, and I think he should have won.
Michael, what an amazing show. You had so much variety. It was very risque, wasn't it?
Yes, it was, and I wanted to do things like I used to do. I was a very risky designer before, and people love that about me, and sometimes they wonder where that went, so I brought it back.
Oh, you sure did. It was very sexy. I loved it. I'm like, oh, baby.
Yes, it was a for all show.
Yeah, sure. It was for all. So tell me, was your family here?
They were. My mom and dad was here. My son was here. He came out on
I didn't
stage.
know you had a son.
I have 2 kids. I have a boy and a girl.
Oh, I didn't know that.
13 months apart.
Fantastic. Well, yeah, we saw him down the runway. He was a little embarrassed, but he got through it.
Yeah, he got through it. He lost a tooth backstage. It's funny.
Aww.
No, I have it in my pocket.
Okay, you don't have to show it.
No.
You going to the after party, of course, right?
Of course, yes. So can't miss the Black Swan after party, sponsored by Absolute and Live Magazine, in coordinates with Palm Springs Life and Vatican Clothing. Trying to remember everything I was supposed to say about it.
You did really good. So we'll see you this evening.
Yes, I'll see you this evening.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
Of course, we wouldn't miss it. Mondo, what an amazing collection. I loved how bright it was. Tell me about the fabric that you used tonight.
Fabrics choices. It was fall winter, so I used a lot of wool. a lot of leather, jersey. You know, I feel like with my collections, I really want to serve something that is approachable. People aren't intimidated by it. It'll encourage people to have fun with their wardrobe, you know, and it's something I want it to be accessible to so many different demographics, you know, whether you're young or old, you know, I want it to be a price point where people can receive that special piece in their closet.
What is the price point?
To be determined, I guess. You know, this is all new to me.
Okay.
You know, like before I was on Project Runway, I was just a stitcher in a theater, and so coming off the show,
awesome.
it's just like all this has happened, and it's happened so quickly. Since I got off the show, I've really been focusing my time and my energy on HIV/AIDS awareness and just advocacy. So I think that's really important. Now it's time to get back to my grassroots and really start pushing my fashion forward again.
You did an amazing job, I'm not gonna lie. Now, another question, is your family here? I saw that you were hugging some of your family, right?
Yeah, well, the woman that I first started apprenticing with as a milliner when I was 19 years old, she lives in LA, so she came down to El Paseo to see my show, so that was really good. And my mom came with me from Denver, and so, you know, I had my family here. It was really good. You know, it's always really special to, like, see your whole collection and then walk down the runway and catch them out in the audience and just say hi, you know? It makes me a little teary-eyed, I do.
Aww, well, you did a fantastic job. It was
so
nice
much.
meeting you.
Thank
We
you.
look forward to your next collection.
Thank you so much.
You going to the after party?
Hello, I am.
Hello, we're gonna party. Okay, we'll see you there.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, bye.
If you wanna get with me, there's some things you gotta know. I like my beats fast and my bass down
It's the Cataract.
low. Bass down low. Bass down low. I like my beats fast and my bass down low. Bass down low. Bass.
Hey, what up, you guys? I'm Dev, and I'm here hanging out with you. And I'm a singer. My main collaborators are the Cataracts. They do all my production and help me with my writing and stuff like that. I lived with them for about 2 years in Los Angeles. And yeah, I pretty much work with them on everything. My whole album was made with them. I met the Cataracts 3 years ago on MySpace. They found me. I had a song that I recorded in GarageBand and put up on MySpace, and they found it. They were living in Northern California at the time, and so was I. And they found it, and we met up, and we haven't stopped working together ever since. The Cataracts had already been doing music for a few years. I was actually a fan of their stuff before I ever started working with them. And what I was doing was just really random. It was, you know, a random little project, I guess. And yeah, I don't know, we started working together and it was a really good fit, and everything was really natural and organic. Growing up in Manteca was, it was cool. It's a small little like suburbia town, you know. What we did, me and my friends, it was like, we spent most of our time in San Francisco, being that it's only an hour away from the city. So that's kind of what we did with our spare time. But I was a swimmer for 14 years. I didn't do music like that. I didn't, you know how to write a pop song or record in a booth until I met the Cataracts. So I was kind of, you know, new to it all when I met them. But yeah, I spent most of my time swimming, pretty much. I was a music fan though. I always have been sort of a music head. And I was like in bands and choirs and stuff like that, and went to plenty of shows. And you know, like I said, we'd always go out to the city, me and my friends, watch shows and stuff. But yeah, Manteca is a little suburbia. So my friend had a MySpace up with some random beats and stuff that he had made on his computer. And I randomly vocaled a couple of things over his random beats. And yeah, the Cataracts heard it and they liked it. They thought my voice was really weird and cool. And you know, obviously I was a fan of their stuff. And so every like week or two I wanted to be something different. But I was gonna swim and go to school and study something in school. Cool. There was no real, as soon as I met the Cataracts, I was like, woo, okay, bye. See you guys later. We worked really, really hard. You know, I left everything, my work and school and my family and friends and stuff, and so the Cataracts, and moved to Los Angeles to pursue this dream and this idea that we had. And yeah, and kind of just build everything that we were doing, you know. They started doing studio sessions with everybody that they could, you know, get their hands on, and I started doing a lot of shows. I would do like 3 club shows a week. I was like 19, I had like X's on my hand, like a complete douchebag in the club, and we were grinding really hard for like 2 years. And then we made Like a G6. The hook was written by the Cataracts and produced, and the pre-hook, but the verses are written by the Far East Movement. Their own verses that they rap. I like degenerate rap music and like really emo music. I either like songs where like rappers are talking about like having guns, or I like bands that are talking about how their hearts got broken. I grew up really appreciating Nirvana and Eminem and a lot of Bay Area rappers, being from Northern California. You know, E40 and Too Short and stuff like that. I really liked the Cranberries and yeah, a bunch of bands. I really liked the IAS a lot growing up and Brand New, and yeah, it's kind of all over the place actually. Like a G6 wasn't my first video, but the party scene that you see me and the Cataracts in, along with the Far East Movement, was actually filmed in the loft that we lived in together. It was in our kitchen. All those girls and stuff were in our kitchen, pretending to party. But other than that, yeah, I don't know. I filmed my part at like 5 in the morning, and yeah, it was fun. It was really cool. There was a ton of people there. A lot of homies came through. But yeah, that's how like it's really special, right? It's like in my kitchen. Woo! Booty Bounce is one where I changed like a million times all the outfits. I changed, I think, 60 something times. I went through my song like 130 times from like 7 in the morning till 2 in the morning. And that was in my kitchen as well. That was filmed. Top of the World was just filmed. It's actually the Cataracts' single that's out right now featuring myself. And we shot it in like a motel in Hollywood, and there's sweaty girls all over the place making out and stuff, so that was cool, obviously. And then Based on Low was cool too. Again, lots of sweaty people, but that one was shot in a warehouse in downtown Los Angeles. We lived in like an industrial loft in downtown. I definitely didn't think Like a G6 was, well, I mean, I thought Like a G6 was gonna be big. I loved the song and I thought that the beat was amazing, but I definitely didn't expect it, you know. I don't think any of us did. That's what was like exciting, I guess, to celebrate that. The fact that I don't have an album out, the Cataracts don't, and we kind of created this thing a year and a half ago that grew into something really special. You know, and it sort of now put us in a whole nother level. Now I get to like travel all over the place, and now I get to make an album, and you know, it's done me some good. Working with 50 Cent was absolutely amazing. His album was definitely like a soundtrack to my sophomore year of high school. So actually, our whole high school career was pretty much, you know, ruled by 50 Cent. But yeah, it was amazing. He was a really, really cool human being. He was actually really down to earth and gave me a lot of cool advice, and it was cool. It was fun, you know, I'm a fan of like hood rap music, so it was fun to sort of sing about stuff a little bit outside of what I usually sing about. I'm learning a lot about myself as a woman and an artist every day, you know, and yeah, taking it day by day, we'll see where this journey goes, you know. I'm looking forward to it though. Definitely working my ass off, so hopefully something, you know, hopefully it takes me far. My album is coming out this September, and it's called The Night the Sun Came Up. So listen to it somehow, buy it or something.
When you want to rock.
97 KCLB rocks Metallica.
I want to hear some Green Day.
KCLB.
KCLB rock!
Ozzy. Linkin Park.
I tried so hard and got so far.
Foo Fighters.
When you want to rock, it's 93.7 KCLD rocks.
It's the final night of Fashion Week here on El Paseo. Tonight we're celebrating Oliver Tolentino. He's a Filipino designer that uses environmentally conscientious materials in all his designs. We'll let you in on all the fun. From Palm Springs Life magazine. Amy, has this year's event really exceeded your expectations?
It has. Our ticket sales were through the roof.
What's your favorite part of this whole event?
Just watching all the people, all the fashionable people that show up for this event, and The runway shows are fantastic and just a great way to get the community and other people from outside areas here to the desert.
So you are a fashion connoisseur.
Yes, I am.
Do you love fashion?
No,
No. What are you here to do?
I don't know.
Do you think this is a direction fashion is going to go more with using sustainable materials?
I think everything's going more sustainable. I mean, people are going to go more green, not necessarily hemp, not necessarily, cotton, but you're going to see a lot of recycled, more unusual materials.
But also, it's just doing something different. So many things now, it's like we're not just repeating things, but we want to really create and come up with something new. It's like that whole taking it to the next level. What can I do to really change something, not just revisit, re-bring it back and do something, but by bringing in a totally new fabric, you can really take it to the next level.
Right, the word innovation takes on new meaning.
Absolutely.
And how does Palm Springs Fashion Week stand up against New York Fashion Week?
Honestly, I like Palm Springs Fashion Week better because it's more relaxed, people more trust, how would you say, they're more open, yes, and they're very artistic. New York gets a little bit stiff, a little bit too commercial. It's not much of a creative flow there as much as actually El Paseo. I love that. I love that Fashion Week in El Paseo, so I always do come here every year.
And Valerian, what's been your favorite thing that you've seen this week?
Well, so far, I'm really looking forward to this show, Designer of the Week, because I heard he's just spectacular. And I know that Filipino designers, they're so meticulous, they're great craftsmanship. They have perfect knowledge of the texture, and besides, they are very green friendly. So I'm really looking forward to this particular show.
The architect of the night, Oliver Tolentino. Oliver, of course, your Filipino roots, but most importantly, sustainability has been the theme tonight. Tell us about why you decided to go the green route.
In the Philippines, 500 years ago, we've been eco. What I did is modernize it and introduce it in the world that, Philippines has a nice fabric, nice accessories, and Filipino can create clothes.
Tell us about some of the textures that you used. I mean, the colors were vibrant, the textures were ample. How do you go about starting a design?
What I did is I talked to the weavers of the Philippines. I told them, let's modernize it. Let's make it global. So we insert some fabric, which is the raw silk cocoon with the pineapple. And also we use some wool there to combine it with the pineapple and then soak it, and there's a crumpled effect. And some of the colors are naturally dyed from barks of trees, from fruits, and from spices.
Absolutely amazing. Talk about the iridescence. Some of the fabrics were just incredibly iridescent and the light shone off them. Was that your intent?
That's pineapple fiber. Yeah, it's like an organza. That's my intent. For me, being sexy is not showing too much skin. Let everybody what's in there. Let the gown become mysterious for all the men to appreciate it and adore their wife or girlfriend.
And how about Palm Springs Fashion Week? How does this rank on your fashion weeks?
Well, for me, this is the biggest show that I've ever done. I did the downtown LA Fashion Week, and also I went to Bahamas and Bali, Indonesia. So I did a lot of shows there too. And what's nice is people are embracing the collection. And when I see people standing, I thought that I hit the right note. And I'm a concert artist because it's very rare for people to stand up after the fashion show, and I'm so happy and so honored to be here in Palm Desert for the fashion show of El Paseo.
Now, do you think that more designers will go green thanks to your influence?
You know, I hope so, because that's my main goal, to promote eco-friendly fabric. Because who will start it? You know, designers are very influential. We dictate what the people is gonna wear in the future, and why not make something out of nothing? You know, why will we throw the leaves of pineapple or the abaca when we can create beautiful clothes out of it? And you know, I also embellish the clothes with freshwater pearls. Philippines is known as the Pearl of the Orient, so I incorporate pearls also in every dresses that you saw this evening.
Just gorgeous, Oliver. Thank you so much. It was a privilege. Thank you so much. Oliver Tolentino.
Hi, Christopher. How are you?
Hello, I'm doing really well.
Your show was absolutely amazing. I loved all of your pieces. I think I need at least a couple of those in my wardrobe.
I think you do too.
So tell me, what inspires you?
This collection, I mean, really, I was so inspired actually by kind of film noir meets Art Nouveau. It was about, like, to begin with, I wanted to kind of do like hard, you know, angles and tailoring and construction, and then also met with softness and just kind of like a flowing feminine nature to kind of balance that the structure. And I think that I translated a little bit of like a contemporary now feeling with kind of like my use of prints and mixing that with the different textiles. So I'm really happy with how it all came out.
Yeah, who are you catering to?
Well, really, you know, I'd like to say that I dress every woman. Like, and when I say that, I like to say that it's like every real woman. You know,
Yeah.
I go from
That's what your collection looked like to me.
I think about the fit and I think about where it's going to lie on her to just enhance her most beautiful parts.
Well, maybe you could enhance my beautiful parts one day.
Oh, please, it's so easy.
Well, guys, that brings us to the end of another awesome episode of Edge TV. We'd like to thank our friends Jackson Garrett, KCLV 93.7, PalmSpringsLiveEvents.com, and Christine Fleming Skincare for their help with this episode. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to visit us on our Facebook page and check out our past shows at PalmSpringsLiveEvents.com. See you next time.
Angela, it's so good to see you. You look so beautiful tonight.
Thank you. It was a great night. Everything, the whole evening worked out well. I was able to show my pieces in the cocktail hour, so everybody was able to actually.
I saw them. They were so stunning. I loved the one with the coin.
The collection this year is things left behind, so all of the pieces have something that was left behind.
Like the bullet shells? What is it that you like about Mondo?
Mondo's colors, his color blocking, his personality is just fun, and I love all sorts of colors and sparkles and glam. It's awesome.
Who's your favorite designer tonight?
Mondo.
Mondo for sure.
Why?
I mean,